Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Chaos Wulff here, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Now, a few of you have actually been expressing curiosity as to my newest ship. The lovely Anaconda you see before you, which I have named Wulff's Den. Now, the reason a lot of you have actually been being a bit curious about my ship is the fact that I have actually got this set up as a trade ship. And apparently this strikes some people as a little odd. To be perfectly honest, it strikes me as completely normal, although I didn't actually come up with the idea myself. It was a good friend of mine, Commander Embryo. He was the one that actually came up with the idea for this ship. He has got his own YouTube channel, by the way, so I would like it if you could go over and have a look, check him out. Possibly throw him a sub and check out his Twitch channel. But anyway, the main idea was the fact that I have traded up now from a Type 9. The Type 9, as everyone knows, is one of the best trade ships in the game because it can haul an absolute insane amount of cargo. If I remember rightly, absolute maximum, it's around about 536 tons of cargo in total. But yeah, main downsides to it is it's very slow, very sluggish, and doesn't have the best of jump ranges. But let's go and have a look at my Anaconda, and let's actually go and see how we have this set up. So we'll go into the starport services and we're going to go and have a look. So here we are in the outfitting department, and we can actually see that I have this pretty much set out as almost as if it was an exploring ship. I have the lightweight alloys and everything else is D-rated apart from the jump drive. Now the reason we go for D-rated equipment, class descending. Not that this is going to help much because it's all class 2, but it'll give you a bit of a. What it will do is it will give you a rough idea. Because yes, this is an E2 power plant, but this is irrelevant. E2, the mass is 2.5 tons. Rating D is merely a single ton. Class C 1.3, Class B 2A 1.3 again. So as you can see, the D class, out of all those, the D is actually the lightest and the lowest mass out of all of the other ratings of module. So it stands to reason that because I have gone for all the lowest masses in all my modules, it actually gives me the best jump range. Now, as we can see down here as well, I have also gone for pretty much everything being cargo capacity apart from the smallest, well not the smallest, but the smallest slot that I could go for and still have a shield generator. The Anaconda, strangely enough, can actually go all the way down to a class 3 shield generator, although I seriously would not recommend it, as sneezing at those shields is enough to bring them down. But I've gone for the D4 shield generator, and I also have my standard docking computer because I do like to be able to go AFK when I am docking. I know a lot of people really don't like docking computers. I'm not here to discuss whether or not you should use them. I'm just saying that I do. But anyway, as we can have a look over here, you can actually see that I carry 448 tons of cargo. And in my Type 9, when I was running that, I had 496 tons of cargo. So really, I'm only losing 52 tons of cargo. But what I'm losing in cargo space, I am more than making up for in many other respects. I mean, I have not exactly better shields because I had D5 shields in my Type 9. I've got D4 here, but we'll look into that a little bit more in a minute. As you can see, I am slightly over my power draw, but not much. You're probably wondering how that's possible, but you'll see in a little moment. You can also see that I've got a 32-ton fuel tank, so that's half the size of a T9. But that's no real issue. Because this is the bit that I'm really interested in, is my jump ranges. In the Type 9, my maximum jump range was around about 15 light years, maybe. It was less than 13 light year jump range I had when I had it fully kitted out, but I did carry weapons. But here I have an 18.03 light year jump range. I could get this pretty much up near to 20 if I drop some weight. But I'm not wanting to do that for reasons I will go into just very shortly. But this is what I'm liking, my unladen jump range of close to 30 light years. So if I have no cargo, I can get to places really quickly in this ship. Now if I was to strip this down a lot more to make it as light as possible, I could get close to 40 light years out of this, but I'm not going to bother just now. But now, as to the reason why my jump range is what it is at the moment, is because of this. In my huge hardpoint, I have 1 missile rack, we have 2 missile racks, 3 missile racks, 4 missile racks, and 5 missile racks. So I have 5 Seeker missile racks on this ship, just because I think it's hilarious at the moment. I also have 3 E3 gimbaled pulse lasers, and now these things can rip through the shields of almost anything. And because this ship is practically, well, is extremely light, even when it's carrying cargo for its weight class, I can actually flip this ship around fairly quickly, even with flight assist on. So whenever I'm interdicted, and then ever since I pledged to Aisling Duval, or Aisling Duval, depends on which side of the argument you fall, ever since I pledged to her, I am getting interdicted left, right and centre, because I am not in her space. So I'm liking the fact that I can just flip the ship around, take the shields down, and fire off a volley of either 3 or 5 missiles, depending on what setting I've got it on. Flip around and just ignore the ship then, because those missiles are just going to rip it apart. I think that's hilarious. But not only that, I also have... well, how many have we got? 2, 3, 4, 5... I have 6 A0 shield boosters. And that's why my power draw is so high. Normally, I'd barely be using 50% of this ship's power draw. But I have put these on, and the A-rated shield boosters actually increase the shield's strength by 20% each. So I have 6. So that is a 120% increase in my shield strength. So even though I have D4 shields, they are almost comparable to perhaps B7 shields, maybe even A7 shields. I'm not quite sure what the wattage is on that. But I have a lot of protection, and I am sacrificing maybe 2 light years jump range, and I am happy for that. Because if need be, if I do get interdicted by a wing, I can actually defend myself. Even though these days I am playing a little bit more in my private group because it is so highly populated now. But anyway, that's pretty much how I have my ship set up. We'll go back out and have a look at my fire groups and my module setup. We'll go over to modules. You can see that I'm only slightly over my power usage, and the way I deal with this is just that I set, there we go, my cargo hatch to priority 2, and that's it. I could even turn it off if I wanted, but I don't see the point. What else is, I've got my fire groups. As you can see, I've got my pulse lasers on both fire groups, but on the second fire group, I've got one that has 3 lots of missiles and one that has all 5. On the one with all 5, I've got the 2 extra ones, which are my small missile racks, because I don't want to be using those all the time, because they have only got 12 shots in them, as to the other ones, which have got more like 24. But pretty much, it does mean that I am able to take out pretty much any ship that interdicts me. I've been interdicted by Vipers, by Vultures, by Downback Explorers, and I've just been able to shred them up. I've not had any problem at all. Because I'm carrying such a lot of cargo, I don't want to risk it, so I do want the protection. Again, cargo, 448 tons, so I am making a healthy profit. And you can tell that as well by the fact that I'm already 76% of the way through my broker rank. But anyway, that's pretty much just how I have this ship set up. And one last thing to take a quick look at. My rebuy cost is 6.6 million. This is actually reduced because I didn't realise until recently, but I'm actually getting a reduced insurance premium on my ships because I was a beta backer. I didn't realise this until I actually started playing with Commander Dark Widow, and we actually went to compare rebuy costs, and every time mine was lower, so then we kind of clicked as to what was going on. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent again. Isn't that great? But anyway, guys, that's just the quick look around Wulff's den, and I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please do hit that like button. It really does help this channel out. And also, if you haven't already, come and join the Wulff Pack. Hit that big subscribe button. You will get notifications from whenever I release new videos. And also, underneath the subscribe button, you will see links to all my affiliated channels. Now go and check those guys out because they do put some serious work into their videos. And anyway, guys, until next time, keep flying and stay shiny.